listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keetin. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Kourtney and Kim Take Miami After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Kourtney and Kim Take Miami After Show.
All day, play all night.
Hello, everybody. Bing is for doing, and we are doing another after show for E's Kourtney and Kim Take Miami Season 2, Episode 4. This episode's called Dragging Me Down. I'm your host, Jason Ikeler, and I'm joined with...
Keetin Marchi. Hey, guys. I missed you last couple weeks.
Yeah, she's back. She was at the SAG Awards last week. We've got Steven holding it down in the engineer booth.
What?
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Diona and Susan are both out sick this week, so we miss them. Tweet them some love, but we're going to carry on without them.
You have to. The show must go on.
The show must go on, and let's just get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
I want to talk a little bit about Scott. So the whole episode obviously is this boat race that Kim comes up with the idea, and as soon as Kim tells them the idea, Scott is really hesitant to participate in the race just because of all the drama he's had with Bruce in the past.
Well, and I think with Scott, I don't think it's that he just doesn't want to do the boat race. And I get it. He's an only child. He just can't. The Kardashians are a lot to take for us people who even watch them, let alone spending that much time with them. And I think he has a valid point, and he was so smart in the fact that he was like, you know what, I just want to distance myself from it so I don't get into a fight.
Yeah,
like, he's trying to think ahead.
At first too, because he had this appearance in Vegas, and then he canceled it to do that. And so I think we're seeing Scott grow up a lot, especially since the beginning of the show. He was really, I don't know, I didn't like him in the beginning of the show, and now he's one of my favorite people on the show. But he's going to cancel this thing to support Kim because Kim's always there for Scott. And so he's like, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and do this. And then he starts to think about it a little bit, and then he's even more hesitant.
And then more family members start arriving, and like then he's just like, you know what, I'm out. I don't want to do it anymore. And it's nice because you see Courtney stand up for him. And you know, a lot of times Courtney's the first one to tear Scott down, which kind of makes me sad. But to see her be like, you know what, like, he's doing the smart thing, Bruce, leave him alone. And she doesn't do it in a way that she's trying to be angry or yell. She's just like, just leave him alone, Bruce, just leave him alone. So it doesn't turn into a big fight. Everybody kind of avoids it. Yeah, because I think
Scott usually flocks toward the drama, and he is trying to avoid it now. But before we talk about Scott a little bit more, when Kim introduced the idea, they were driving in the car, and Courtney's breastfeeding Penelope, and it's the most awkward thing.
You can see it right here.
She's in the back seat leaning over, and I don't know, I don't have breasts or a child, but I don't think that's what you do.
I've never breastfed. I don't know. I don't have any very close friends who have breastfed, and I can't. I mean, I'm all about, I don't know. I'm speechless.
That's
honestly
empowering, you know, breastfeed your child in public, do what you gotta do. But that seems a little dangerous to be in the back seat and like bent over with your, I don't know. But yeah, back to Scott. I just wanted to mention that.
Low-hanging fruit.
Oh, God.
Bad pun.
God, that's kind of a good pun. Yeah, so Scott is going to do the race, and then Bruce gets there, and Chris gets there, and everybody's putting all this pressure on him. And then he gets hesitant, like, should I do it? Should I not?
But he all in all decides not to do it, and I think that was such a smart move because Bruce was getting angry this episode.
Well, Bruce is super competitive. I mean, he's a gold medalist, so he's got kind of a right to be, but I think there's a fine line when you're dealing with family, like, not to cross that, especially just because Scott and Bruce have had drama in the past, and Scott's trying to avoid it.
And I know Scott did mention that they had drama when last time they did sports together. We could not remember which sport it was, so if you can think of what sport it was, hey, go to our iTunes. This is a great thing. Go to our iTunes, search AfterBuzz, find Kourtney and Kim. You can comment, you can rate us, you can download us, but do that and like maybe tell us what sport it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, or
I feel
tweet
horrible.
it at us too.
Yeah, tweet it, something.
We do know, but we know they've had drama in the past. So Scott ends up leaving and going to Vegas instead, And when he's in Vegas, he's kind of telling his buddies, like, I think, what did he say? I was basically reading books on how not to kill yourself today when I'm there dealing with all this family. But we just talked about this, but he is an only child, and that's a lot to handle.
And well, this is the other thing. Like, I understand, like, Scott got away, go hang with your boys, like, do whatever, but you're still being filmed. Like, don't diss the family of, like, your children and your girlfriend / close enough to be a wife. Like, just don't diss them on national television when you're being filmed. Like, I understand it's reality TV and whatever, but I think there are limits. And I think that should be one.
Kind of to play devil's advocate on that, I think that's what makes the Kardashians so interesting, is that they're so candid and they don't hold anything back when the cameras are near. And I think anybody bashes their in-laws. And so I think that's what makes everybody want to watch the Kardashians, because they don't hold anything back. So I do get what you're saying. You shouldn't bash them, but it's kind of what makes the show the show.
But I mean, you don't see Courtney bashing Scott's
that's
parents.
True.
I don't know. Like, I do agree that I do like that part. Like, and we kind of feed off of that drama.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're with all your boys, like, I don't know. It just felt a little hitting below the belt to me.
Okay, I can see that.
So, do you want to move on to Miss Kim and her amazing race idea?
Yeah. So Kim is the originator of the dragon race.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny, because I don't think of, like, physical fitness when I think of Kim. I think of Kim, like, in the spa or on the red carpet, not necessarily doing a boat race.
I don't think of her doing competitive things. Like, yes, I we always see shots of her coming out of the gym, going into the gym, whatever. But of her, like, actively pursuing and saying, hey, family, let's get together and do this boat race. Like, it's a sweaty, wet, dirty, that sounds like a sex tape. Kim has done that, but it's a different type of that.
Kim. But yeah, and I love how she takes it upon herself to be team captain.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I kind of like seeing her in that bossy role, because she's kind of a little bit passive, I think, when it comes to the family. She's usually the one that tries to, like, fix the drama.
Yeah, you don't see her taking that initiative of the leadership role.
Yeah.
She is obviously thrown out there a lot. She is, like, a lot of the times the face of the Kardashians, but you really don't see her take up and be the spokesperson for them.
Exactly. And I like how she was kind of getting into it with Bruce about being the team captain. She was like, no, I came up with this idea. I'm going to be the team captain. I got this.
I really enjoyed seeing the Kim and Bruce kind of dynamic, because you don't really see them interact that much. But Bruce, even though he had this whole competitive thing going, you saw him take kind of a fatherly role to her when he came in and apologized.
Well, I think he was kind of proud of her for stepping up to him, because I think, especially when it comes to athleticism, everybody kind of just like, you know what, Bruce he has the gold medals, let him do his thing. And she kind of just took the reins, like, nope, I'm the captain, I got this.
Yeah, he was kind of proud. It was a proud daddy moment. So it was cute. It was really, really cute.
So she's gathering up all the troops, and they're all coming in, and then she drops this bomb on them that, hey guys, I actually can't do the race because Kanye's in town.
Why do you not force Kanye to do the race? Like, come on.
I know, because that would have been so much fun to watch Kanye in that, because Kanye is a bigger diva than Kim, I think.
Really?
So, don't you think? I feel like Kanye is a huge diva.
I'm gonna let you guys finish, but the 2012 presidential race was the biggest race of all time. Of all time.
I'm gonna let you finish, but we're gonna.
I'm gonna finish this. No, but I think I actually kind of, again, I have a lot of respect for Kim in this episode, because I think in the past she hasn't necessarily made her relationship her number one priority, and obviously they've suffered from that. So yeah, it is kind of shitty that she's bailing on her family, but Kanye is really busy and he has a huge career of his own, so their time together is precious. So I think, yeah, it would have been better if he would have just done the race in the first place, but I think the fact that she's like, no, my relationship is my number one priority right now, this is the time we have together, I kind of respect her for taking time out to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, I know we talked about it a little bit before, but the honesty is nice. And it's nice for somebody to tell the Kardashians straight up, you are not my priority. Because Kardashians, there's a lot of them, and there are a lot of people's priorities. And for her to be like, no, you know what, I'm taking, it was great. It was a really good moment to see Kim in that.
Yeah, and Kim, one thing you have to give her credit for is she does always learn from her mistakes. And you see her in other episodes, I talked about this a little bit last week, when she messes up, she'll apologize for what she did. And I think she's very aware of the mistakes she's made, and obviously her marriage is a big one. And so I think that she's taking time to make sure this relationship is good and it's healthy. And her and Kanye are both very busy, so I don't know. I'm really happy that she did that.
And it's funny that you say that, you know, she always does try to learn from her mistakes, because Kim is such a people pleaser. She is constantly doing whatever she can to please other people, but now she's kind of finally trying to please herself.
Yeah, and this is getting a little bit off topic too, but no, I'm about to get off topic. She just announced too that when she does have the baby's not going to be on the show, which is a little bit of news and gossip. But I think that is a prime example of Kim learning from her mistakes, and I'm going to take time for my personal life. And yes, I love my career and I value my career, but my personal life is just as important.
I wonder how much of that is Kim and how much of that is Kanye.
Yeah, well, because I think Kanye is being influenced a lot by Beyonce and Jay-Z, who are super private.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, more power to them. And then you see Courtney, and she's got her kids on the show the whole time, so that's kind of got to influence Kim too. But
I mean, and it's kind of fun seeing Courtney and her kids on the show. I mean, we've seen Mason grow up on the Kardashians, and
he's like one of my favorite characters on the show now too, because he's just really funny. And
he's such kind of a comic relief whenever there's like a serious episode or something's going on, and you see Mason.
What was it? Was it the last week's episode where he's like boobies, boobies,
yeah.
boobies? It's always so cute. So anyways, back to Kim and the boat race.
Yeah, sorry.
Kim finds out that she can actually participate in the boat race. And so then the family's like, no, you bailed on us. Like, you're not coming on our team. And that kind of sucks too, because she made this time with Kanye, and then she found out she could do the race. And she's like, I feel bad. This was my idea. I'm going to do it. And they won't let her on the team. I
thought that was very unfair of Bruce to kind of throw that at Kim. And I thought that was, it was almost like petty. Like, it was like, you quit our team, so screw you.
Bruce,
can't come
when it
back.
comes to sports though, is very immature.
Yes.
I mean, he's a gold medalist, so I probably have absolutely no room to talk about this. But he is like I don't know if I can say whiny little bitch, but it's kind of how he acts. Like, and dropped an F-bomb. So I don't know. He doesn't get his own way, and he's not happy, because at first he wasn't happy because he doesn't get to be the captain, and now he is the captain, and Kim wants back on, and now you're not coming on my team.
Yeah.
And so I think Kim gets the ultimate revenge when she walks up the day of the boat race.
How about that shot of just that team all in black shirts, just these big guys just coming up?
It's so epic, and they all have the dash shirts on, and it's Kim with all these strong guys, and she was like, you know what? I can't be on your team. I've got a whole nother team of all these strong guys. And I wanted them to win, actually.
I did too.
So I was a little disappointed when they lost, but that was really funny.
And I thought it was so great that Kim, even though she was told she couldn't, like, because I was thinking, okay, maybe she's just gonna be like, fine, I can't do it, whatever. No, she came back. You could tell that she actually really wanted to do this race, because she's like, screw you, I'll get my own team together. And then it cut to kind of a couple of her little interviews with these guys and explaining, we have to beat Bruce, we have to beat Bruce. And I was like, yes, beat Bruce, beat Bruce.
Well, and I love that Chris went on to Kim's team, because I think that's so typical of Chris. She'll choose Kim over the family. I mean, Kim's her moneymaker, so that's what she has to do. But I thought it was so funny that Bruce is like, oh yeah, of course you'd pick Kim. Like, this is so typical. But that was, I don't know, I love that.
It was adorable, and it was a really fun moment to see. I love Chris and Kim's interaction. I mean, they act like more like sisters than mom and daughter, like throughout the whole thing, and this was so funny because she's kind of like, in your face, Bruce.
It's nice too. This episode was a lot more lighthearted than the last ones, and as much as I love and thrive off of the drama, it's nice to see them all just kind of getting along and being playful. And I mean, that's why you love the Kardashians, because at the end of the day, they are like a really tight-knit family.
Yeah.
And they're fun to watch.
Speaking of the family, where was Kendall? Where was Chloe? Where was Brody? This is the first time I've really seen Brandon.
Yeah,
Jenner
and we're gonna talk about them later too. But yeah, I don't, because they said they had the whole family coming out. Rob wasn't there either.
Yeah, I always forget. Sorry, Rob. I love Rob. I really do love
that's
you,
Rob's
Rob.
biggest problem is everybody always forgets about him. Poor guy.
I really love Rob. I do. I think he's adorable.
And from the looks from next week's episode, he should have came, and he could use the exercise. Because he looks like he's put on
looks like he's put on
a lot of pounds. But yeah, so we don't know where the rest of the family was. I'm assuming Chloe was with Lamar.
And Kendall, I mean, she has such a career just taking off right now with modeling, and I'm sure she's doing a ton of other things. So, you know, good for Kendall, whatever she's doing. My sister's name is Kendall, so actually my sister's name is Kendall Nicole, and Kendall Nicole Kardashian. Isn't that cute?
Aw.
Who would have thought?
That's why you started watching the show.
It is.
So funny. So let's talk a little bit about Brandon and Leah.
Yes.
They haven't really been on the show. They've been on a couple episodes in the past. I did think it was funny when they introduced. They're like, Brandon and Leah are in a band, and it shows a clip of them playing. And you're like, oh, that's why they agreed to do on this show. Let's plug our band. But so there's this whole thing where they're at a family dinner, and Leah's like, I'm a little bit nauseous. And before it even hinted at her being pregnant, we both looked at each other and were like, is she pregnant? She's got to be pregnant.
And Courtney picked up on the same thing.
Of course, Courtney's like ultra mom. And so Courtney's trying to just like take them on things, take them to the child store, give her all these things for being pregnant, and kind of just like poke at it, like, just tell me you're pregnant. And while this was going on, I was actually thinking in my head, like, this is before we find out she isn't pregnant, but I was thinking, poor Chloe. I know. Every single person, Leah's not pregnant. When we thought she was, she's trying to have a baby so bad, and everybody can get pregnant except for her.
It, like, literally every time I read a story that has to do with the Kardashians or something about the pregnancy of one or the other, it literally breaks my heart, because Chloe would be such a good mom, and she will be someday.
Yeah, and I mean, we see how she interacts with Mason and Penelope, and she's so fun with them.
Yeah, even with Lamar's kids, I know another news and gossip, like there was a story about Lamar's, one of his daughters is having a lot of trouble, and like was like cutting herself, and how Chloe has stepped in and is really kind of taking the like another mother role and being there to support her and be there for her, which is awesome. Like
boisterous and inappropriate and loud as Chloe is, she has a really good heart, and I think she will be a great mom if she ever gets the chance.
Yeah, fingers crossed for you, Chloe.
We're hoping, we're rooting for you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so Courtney takes Brandon and Leah to the baby store, and she's like, oh, look at these little onesies, look at these high chairs, like, wouldn't you love to get pregnant? And just wanting them to drop the bomb that they're pregnant.
But it was almost like the producers even were like we're playing up the fact that they really were pregnant, and maybe even leading Courtney to believe that they were pregnant. And like, because even Brandon and Leah, like, they were just, the way they were acting in that baby store was just, I don't know, maybe that's just what newlyweds do. They're like all over each other and like, look at you, a little bit. I was like, they're
still in the honeymoon phase.
Maybe.
Well, even Courtney was saying though, Leah has like this pregnancy glow about her, and when she said that, I'm like, oh, she does seem so happy. And I don't know, I thought for sure they were.
I think she got the pregnancy glow.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and then Courtney was worried about Leah participating in the dragon race, which I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to do that kind of physically intensive labor when you're pregnant.
If you're pregnant, you can still, like, unless you're like about to pop, I think you can definitely do something like that. So I was kind of like, stop babying her.
Oh,
like,
see, I didn't know.
She's just pregnant. It's every woman. So many women in the world have done this for thousands and thousands of years. You can do a boat race.
That's true.
Come on.
So then it ends when they do the boat race and she's fine, and then they're at this family dinner, and at the dinner, Chris walks in with her glass of wine. She's like, I love this restaurant because you can have wine. And side note, we have a lot of these today, but I love how much of an alcoholic Chris is. When Kim gives her I think it's Courtney gives her the fifth of Belvedere when she walks in, like in the first scene.
She goes,
She's like, do you have a straw for that? And I just think that's rowdy. I hope when I'm her age, I continue to drink like that, because I think that's commendable.
I feel like Chris has started to drink more, or maybe they're just showing it more, because at the beginning, when the Kardashians first started, you never would see Chris drink.
Yeah.
You really wouldn't. Even when like they'd be sitting down for a family dinner, you'd see her with a water glass. And now, like, it's like Chris is like, I'm young, hip, I'm drinking.
Like, if she doesn't have a glass of wine with her, you're kind of worried.
Yeah, I am worried.
But I don't know, all of her kids are mostly, Kendall and Kylie are old enough to kind of, I mean, they still need parents, but do their own thing. So I respect that. She raised like 17 million kids. If she wants to drink and deal with that, good for you, Chris. I know. Proud of her. So then we see there's a wine glass, and it's sitting in front of Leah, and we're like, whose wine glass is it? Is it Brandon's or Leah's? And it's like this big buildup, and she goes to take a sip, and Courtney's like, you can't drink that. And then it cuts to commercial break. So then you don't know.
But like, really, Courtney, you're going to, like, I'm sorry, but if somebody is pregnant and they know they're pregnant, like, it's their business. Don't, like, she can't play mom to her. Like, that, I thought that was a little inappropriate. Like, and especially yelling that at a family dinner and be like, don't drink that, you're pregnant. Like, what if she really was pregnant? And
well, yeah, because especially a lot of people wait till after the first trimester to announce their pregnancy. So I think that is she didn't know if she was pregnant, how far along she was. She assumed she's in the first trimester, and that's why. But that was kind of bitchy of her, if she really did think they were pregnant, to announce it for them. That's their thing to announce.
And if you're pregnant, I think early on you are allowed to, like, especially like wine, you can have like, I don't know, I've heard these things. I am not a certified doctor. Do not take my advice.
Those are the hosts only. You do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV.
We believe that if you're pregnant, you can have a couple cocktails.
No, not a couple.
We're kidding.
Like one.
I think
like
you
glass
can have.
of red
I think
wine.
you can have a glass of wine.
Don't make me play the disclaimer like at least 6 times. Like, seriously. Okay, if you come to a restaurant and I'm waiting on you or something, I will not serve you alcohol.
If you're pregnant.
I will not.
Don't they do that in other countries though? Like I think in Europe and stuff,
Yeah, a lot of
pregnant women can drink.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, you have the right to drink no matter what, whether you're pregnant or not. But personally, I will not serve anyone who's pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's the person's choice whether they want to endanger the baby or not, but it's everyone else's choice whether to allow them to.
Yeah. Well, and
You preach, Steven.
tell
Proud of you.
another
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Another thing that I really loved about Brennan and Leah, like I loved them as characters. I'm like, spin-off, hello.
Yeah.
But they had talked about how they are obsessed with each other, but they were so cute. They really were, and it just was like.
And when we're talking about it, it sounds disgusting, but when you're watching it on the show, you're like, they're really cute together.
They're adorable, and they would make such cute babies. So Leah, when you're ever ready to, get pregnant,
invite a camera crew into your home and let us watch it. We would love that.
We would love it.
Wait, like her pregnant or her getting pregnant?
Oh, we just mean the reality show, Steven.
The Kardashians aren't against either. So.
I thought you were going for the Kim way.
I mean, either way, if you're into that sort of thing, we're not opposed to it either.
What do you mean if?
If. I mean, making a tape. Yeah, whatever.
What do you mean tape, man?
Sex tape.
Whoa, okay,
well,
boys.
It's all DVD and digital
This
now.
is what happens when the girls don't show up. It gets so male-dominated.
My question is, though, I mean, you'd think Kim Kardashian, with her resources, could even make it 3D.
No,
oh my
stop
God.
it. Leave Kim alone.
She learned from her mistakes.
Oh, what do we have? Chris Crocker in Keaton's seat? Leave Kim alone.
Leave Kim alone.
All right, I'll shut up.
But that wraps up the episode. So Brandon and Leah weren't pregnant. I don't know if we said that, but they weren't pregnant, and that's all we have for that. Let's get into some news and gossip.
Please give me it.
AfterBuzz TV News.
I'm bringing this up on my phone. That's why there's a pause. But first, not that exciting, but Kim and Kanye are in Brazil right now. And it's been all over Twitter, and they took like a picture in front of the Jesus statue with their arms spread out. It's really funny. But they were photographed with Will Smith. I think it was either today or yesterday.
Converting to Scientology? What?
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's what I wanted to get your input on this. But I was wondering. I'm wondering if it's Kim trying to get some acting advice or something, because she's got the Tyler Perry movie coming out. So my thought process was maybe they're trying to do like a movie or something together. Maybe they're just friends. I don't know, but that's a good one too, Scientology.
Yeah, I wonder if she might be getting into Scientology. But I know like religion is so important to not only Kim but Kanye as well. I mean, it's a big Jesus walks. Anybody?
Walks.
So I don't really know if they could convert them to Scientology.
It'd be really interesting to watch on the show. I hope if they do, they show it.
Well, that would be even more of a reason of why they won't let the baby be a part of the show.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I mean, they could. I don't know if Kanye and Will are friends. I haven't really ever heard anything before, but maybe they're just hanging out in Brazil. I don't know, but I hope.
Illuminati.
That's probably they're trying to get them. And then my other gossip, the Huffington Post just posted this story that Scott is apparently buying a nightclub in Miami, and he's supposed to secure the deal by Valentine's Day, this coming up Thursday. And I guess it's caused some tension between Courtney and Scott because Scott's a recovering alcoholic. So to own a nightclub is kind of risky.
That's not a good idea. Come on, Scott. Just stick to the restaurants. You can.
Yeah, because he has the restaurant in New York, so I don't know. I get why he wants to do something in Miami because he does want to be there with Courtney and the kids when she travels to New York. So he's got a restaurant he can work on there. He's got his own thing in LA.
And now he has his bestie Danny down there and his twin. Oh, help me. Chapman.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a good idea for him to open a business in Miami. But I think a nightclub is risky just because if you are a recovering alcoholic, I don't know if he still drinks at all. I think
he does. No, he still drinks.
A little bit.
He just is very cautious.
I actually like him when he's drunk, though. He's really funny. But I think if you are a recovering alcoholic, it's probably not the best idea to put yourself in that situation and then make that situation your working environment.
Mm-hmm. I would absolutely agree, and I can understand why Courtney is getting a little freaked out about this, but it'll be interesting to see. I mean, who knows? It might just be a spinoff of Scott Takes Miami all by himself because Courtney's like, screw you.
Well, and I think they've already wrapped filming for Courtney and Kim Take Miami, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see this on the Kardashians. I know they're going to start filming the new season soonish too, but that'll be interesting.
It'll be fun. A fun ride.
Any other news and gossip?
I don't know. I just want to bring this up because this realization hit me today when I was watching the episode and cute little Mercy the cat. And I don't know if any of you guys had seen on the gossip blogs a couple months ago, but Mercy does die. And I'm getting so attached to this cat, and the fact that it's gonna die. It's like every episode, I'm like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen this episode. It like
Do we
breaks
know
my
when
heart.
and where she died? Because did she die in Miami?
I don't know, but I hope not. I don't know. I'm
Because that'd make for
so
a really good
attached.
episode, though. It's really sad, but that would make for an interesting episode.
I'm getting a little verklempt right now. I'm heating up.
It's gonna be okay.
The episode would literally be just them videotaping that cat with Sarah McLachlan's commercial song going over.
Arms of the
It's so
angels.
sad.
The most depressing commercial ever made.
Well, that cat's like a dog. Like, what cat lets you just hold on to it and play with it?
That cat's
and
awesome.
I know.
Kim even has like the cat's photo next to her bed, and I'm like, did you really get your cat's photos taken professionally and frame them? Like, really?
Only Kim.
Only Kim. Only Kim.
Let's move into some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Ooh, this is scary. Predictions are difficult just because it's a reality show and we kind of already know what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Jason Ikeler,
But-
Kourtney and Kim take Miami. Predictions, go.
I'm going to predict... I don't know, I just want to see Danny more. I really like Scott and Danny together. Their little lesbian
Danny,
bromance
too.
thing
Danny,
they've got going on.
Can we get Danny on the show? Danny, if you're out there, come on our show. We'd love to
We'd
meet
love to have you.
and see you. And
We were really mad when Tila Tequila didn't pick you.
you're my
But you've got
favorite.
the ultimate revenge because where's Tila Tequila now? Not on the Kardashians.
Oh, snap.
Snap.
Do you have any predictions?
Oh gosh, well I'm so excited. We are gonna get to see some Rob in the next episode.
Some overweight Rob.
It breaks my heart, but like, I loved him on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was obsessed with him.
Well, he looked so good when he was on there.
He did look good, but
I mean, Rob, we love you regardless of your size, but it's easier to love you when you're fit.
yeah, I don't know. I hope we see some more of Chloe. And I hope she starts coming down more, especially after we get the announcement that Kim. How early do you think that the announcement of Kim being pregnant is going to come?
Well,
on
I
the
read
show?
something somewhere that said Kim didn't have cameras following her when she found out she
Yeah,
was
I read-
pregnant, but she said that didn't mean that they weren't going to show reactions on the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Do you think the season finale maybe?
I feel like that will, because then that'll like get us ready for
Torture us.
the
They're gonna
Kardashians.
torture us. I don't know. I love Chloe, so I'd love to see some more Chloe in the house. Yeah.
But that's all we have for you today. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at KeetinM33.
And you can find me on Twitter at @Ikeler. And that's all we've got for you
That's all we
today.
got, guys. Thanks for watching.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.